It's parents' night in. It's parents' night in. Yeah.
Oh my God. Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Parents.
Doo-doo.
Night in.
Doo-doo. Jaws.
Jaws.
Jaws. Jaws. Jaws. Jaws. Shark.
I have to start off by saying that I fucking hated this movie as a child.
Because you're a big baby.
I'm not sure why I had to use such vulgar language at the start of this.
I fucking hated this fucking movie when I was a child, bitch.
I hated this movie as a child. It scared the bejesus out of me. I had, like, stomach aches of fear every time I watched it.
I think it scared the bejesus out of everybody.
I know. But I watched it for the first time when I was, like, 4 or 5 on Grampy's video disc machine. So anyway, I also was in love with my favorite character was the Richard Dreyfuss character. I loved him. I think he was accused.
I think he was accused. I think he was a Me Too.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that right now.
Mr. Holland's Gropus.
Oh my God!
Oh, that hurt my throat.
This scene of her like swimming overhead is so cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, the whole scene is iconic because it sets the tone for the entire movie.
She's naked.
She's naked. Like in Psycho, she's naked in the shower and it's her at her most vulnerable. And something terrifying comes up and fucking pulls her to her death.
And here we are being introduced to the iconic Jaws music for the first time.
Also, her performance is like note perfect. Because she's just got this blood-curdling scream and she's like gasping and like hyperventilating and shit. It's genius.
He's passed out on the beach.
And apparently, like she was on wires. They were pulling her, like they were on the beach and she was in the water and they were sort of pulling her back and forth on wires and they were like cutting into her. So
I'm sure it actually did hurt.
She was like screaming in fucking agony for a lot of. Oh my God, it hurts! Stop shooting! And then she's just gone. It's horrifying.
It's horrifying.
It's great. Jaws is one of those movies that was made back when technology did not allow you to do whatever the fuck you wanted in movies, and you had to be really creative about how you did it. So Spielberg, who was not the original choice for director, there was a guy, I think his name was Dick Richards.
That's a terrible name.
Dick Dix, that the producers wanted, and...
Dick Penis.
And Dick Penis. Cock Richards. He sort of misunderstood what they wanted, and he was like, "Oh, I've always wanted to do a movie with a whale."
Rich Dick House.
Rich. Hey, we got a movie about a shark, Dick House.
He was making fun of the Boston accent. His child has it.
His child absolutely has it.
His child is not from New York. His child is from Boston.
Yeah, his child is totally from Boston. Most of you probably know this movie was shot on Martha's Vineyard, so it's got a whole Massachusetts vibe going.
Fun fact, Justin and I have never been to Martha's Vineyard.
I have been to Martha's Vineyard.
Oh, you have?
I have.
Oh. Fun fact, I have never been to Martha's Vineyard.
In the book, Amity was actually off the coast of New York, like off of Long Island, I think. But because it was in Martha's Vineyard, they were like, it's Massachusetts. It's fine. Hey, Clock, I'm driving my car to Amity. So, we're on the beach. We have not talked at all about what's happening, really, except for the girl dying. But now Chief Brody, who is a newcomer to the island of Amity, is investigating the disappearance of the girl.
Oh, so like the guy is like...
The guy's like,
all preppy and he feels
man.
Bad. He's like, man, I reported it to you.
I reported it to you.
She was hot and she drowned.
What else do you want, man? I was trying to get some trim and... She ran
trim,
away.
I hate that word.
She swam away, and then I can't find her because I was high. And there's a shot of just like
he looks like he's gonna vom
crawling all over her corpse or what's left of it, which is not much.
The guy is not a great actor. He's like, what?
Where'd she go, though?
He literally is like, there's a body, but where's my girlfriend?
That looks like her hand, but hold on, is the rest of her coming too?
Wait a minute. Why does that body have the same kind of nail polish as my friend? Maybe they got manis together and petties.
Manis.
I think he knows now. He looks a little bit freaked out.
He kind of figured out.
Took him 20 minutes.
They should have had him be like off screen and be like, wait a minute, she's dead?
or, oh. Very Joey Tribbiani.
I get it now, sharks.
I always thought Brody was wicked cool. Like, Brody was cool. And Hooper is my fave. And the other guy's just crazy.
Oh, Quint. I think Quint is my fave. When I was a kid, Hooper was my fave. When I first watched this, I was like, I identified with Hooper.
Quint is cool, but I still love Hooper.
Quint is the fucking balls.
You identify with Hooper because he's a nerd?
Shut up.
Hey, a nerd! I see myself.
Hey, he likes sharks too. I have books about sharks in my bookcase next to my record player.
Please pause the movie so I can go read my books. I'll bring them all with me to the living room so I can read you shark facts while we watch the movie.
Did you know that every shark has 72 teeth?
Is that true?
I have no idea.
That's a really low number, I think.
It probably is.
They have 4 rows.
Did you know that all sharks love cantaloupe?
I don't think
It's their favorite fruit.
When was the last time you saw a cantaloupe floating in the ocean and then eaten by a shark?
I haven't seen it eaten, but I've never seen a cantaloupe floating in the ocean, so therefore it's because the sharks ate them all. So Brody is going into the arts and crafts store to make a sign that says, "Get off the fucking beach, unless you want to end up like Annie's hand." Kelly is drinking a vodka tonic this evening.
Woo! I got a lemon floating in it just like a shack. There's a wedge of lemon. It looks like a shack in the water, except it's in my icy glass of vodka.
And it's a lemon slice that looks nothing like the shape of a shark.
It's round like a beach ball.
What am I drinking, Kelly? Give up? I'm drinking wine.
Chardonnay. What of it?
I'm drinking Sharknay.
Oh my God.
Ah! I'm drinking 19 Crimes Chardonnay. If you haven't had 19 Crimes, it is very affordable and very good.
If you haven't had 19 crimes, that's another crime. We'll make it 20.
Look, the Mayor Vaughn, has anchors on his jacket. Isn't that cute?
Excuse me, you missed my joke.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Rewind.
Rewind.
If you haven't had 19 crimes, it's a crime, and so we're going to make it 20.
You made me rewind for that. Here's Chief Brody having a little tete-a-tete with the town...
Tete-a-tete?
The town...
No one says that in verbal conversation. That's only written.
Oh, I'm sorry. The town leadership, Mayor Vaughn and a couple of the other town officials, including the coroner, because the town officials have convinced the coroner, you didn't see a shark victim. It was something else, because if we say there's a shark, then we're going to lose a shitload of business this 4th of July weekend, and we're fucked.
This anchor coat is actually very now true.
Extremely.
In 2018.
Yes, everyone's shorts have anchors on them now.
Yeah, everyone's short, and there are shirts with anchors on them and everything.
Yeah,
like
actually.
I think up until probably 2018, it'd be like, oh, look at his jacket, it's so ridiculous. And now we're like, oh, I want one.
So the mayor doesn't want to close the beaches because he's only thinking about the bottom line, and Chief Brody is like, it's not safe, assholes. There's a shark. I was told. Now the coroner is telling me something else.
As coroner of...
As coroner of Amity, you are fucking crazy if you go in the water because you're gonna get eaten. That was not
I was
good.
going to say because you're going to get real dead.
Shit, that would have been better.
Rewind.
Anyway, this is the first beach scene where we see all the swimmers and stuff. We see a boy playing with his dog. Are you empty? Is that what you fucking want?
No. I was just playing some music.
Spielberg wanted to do this all in one shot, one unbroken shot, and realized that was impossible because it's Brody watching the beach and then the beach, and it was. But so he had people walking in front of the camera so that it would like swipe back and forth between his point of view and him.
Oh, that's interesting.
Pretty ingenious.
And you can see like Brody is completely overwhelmed and uncomfortable.
Yes, he's like,
is
something
very
horrible
on
is gonna
edge.
happen. I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
And people are like bugging him for favors and shit. And he's like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. I'm afraid someone's gonna get eaten. I'm trying to relax. Get off my dick. This is where you know something's wrong, because the boy who was playing with the dog is now missing the dog, and the stick is just floating in the water. And I'm like, what happened to the dog? God damn it, Alex. You couldn't just stay out of the water for a while. You had to go in for 10 more minutes.
The water is the best part of the beach. Who goes to the beach to sit in the sand? The volcano of blood is a little overwhelming.
Well, I mean, that's what's so horrific about it. And this shot, I love this shot.
Yeah.
They changed the perspective, so they're moving the camera in while zooming out.
So Kintner's mom is like, everyone's realizing that there's something wrong. Parents are going into the water to get their kids. She runs down to the water. Her kid's nowhere to be found.
Yep. Horrifying. Especially once you become a parent.
Yeah.
And this is your nightmare every time you go to the beach.
I literally, I already had several nightmares about my child disappearing in the water.
Yeah. So now all the townspeople are like, oh, Jesus, somebody died.
And
We
the
should
press
have a
is
meeting
freaking
about this.
out and yeah.
And the mayor's like, oh,
Hey,
it's-
wait a minute.
What?
Is that what's his face?
What's his face? I don't know what's his face,
That
Kelly.
looks like that.
First of all, who are you talking about?
The guy in the powder blue suit.
No, he's one of the screenwriters, Carl.
No.
Carl Gottlieb. Wait a minute. Is that what's his name? That guy? That's from that movie we saw with that one time? 20 years ago?
If I'm not mistaken. You know who I thought it was?
Who?
I can't think of his name. Reiner? Rob Reiner.
It's not Rob Reiner.
I thought it was Rob
He does
Reiner.
kind of look like him.
Brody's addressing the townspeops.
And the mayor's still like, no, we're fine. We're fine.
The mayor has decided to trade in his anchors for a lovely mustard-colored jacket.
The mayor has decided to trade in his balls for that season's revenue.
Yeah. The mayor clearly doesn't have children.
No,
There's
he does.
Oh.
He later references the fact that he has children. And it's like, you are spineless, motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, he's a politician. Well, and they're all screaming, 24 hours! That's like a year! Is that what the woman says?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does. That's like a year!
Oh, here it comes. Ah!
Here's the first appearance of Quint.
I can't handle the nails on the chalkboard, which is why I'm yelling because I'm blocking my ears.
Oh my god. It's like she's
Is it over?
It's like she's watching 12 Years
Is it
a Slave.
over? Is it over?
Yes! He stopped whipping her. Jesus.
Oh. What is he eating? I want to
A
know what
cracker?
he's eating. Some kind of yummy cookies.
It's like a cracker.
You know what I always pictured?
He doesn't strike me as someone who eats cookies.
No, it is a cracker, but
It's like water crackers.
yeah. You know what I always kind of thought it was? Was like Vienna fingers. I always picture him eating Vienna fingers. Probably because the first time I watched this movie, that's what Grampy always had at his house.
Oh, it was definitely a cracker.
Always had Vienna fingers.
Robert Shaw was absolutely genius in this role. No one else could possibly have played this character. He was nominated for an Oscar.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
Well deserved. Why is that a spoiler?
I don't
It
know.
happened 40 years ago.
I don't know.
$10,000 for me by myself. He's English, you know.
I'm not surprised by that actually because I never quite figured out what his accent was.
Oh, it's Irish.
Like he sounds different.
He sounds Irish.
Oh, I never
He's supposed to be an Irish fisherman.
thought of him as Irish.
Kelly, you're Irish.
I wasn't born there.
Jesus.
I just got the hair.
And this is Lorraine Gary as his wife.
She's a pretty 70s woman.
She's a pretty, well, sort of.
She's sort of pretty or sort of 70s?
Both.
Oh, she's really pretty. Sort of. Hashtag me too.
But that has nothing to do with it.
Hashtag cut the bullshit. Hashtag machismo. Hashtag I don't know.
She says, want to get drunk and fool around. If you ever asked me that, I'd be like, let's stop this recording right now.
And now do you think she's cute?
Yep.
All of a sudden her real estate's just gone up, huh?
He's freaking out because his son is in his new boat in the water.
In, like,
and he's
knee-deep
been
water.
He's been reading about shark attacks, and he's like, this kid's going to get eaten.
And his wife's being the voice of reason. If it were me, we would have moved to Nebraska.
Where there are no oceans.
No oceans to be found. But then you know what would happen if we moved to Nebraska? There'd be a lake
Then
somewhere.
we'd have to live in Nebraska.
Yeah, but then there'd be a lake somewhere and we'd get Lake Placided.
There would be a giant alligator
Yep.
that would eat us.
Because Justin,
Jesus.
poetic justice.
So here's the scene.
There's a man who steals his wife's roast beast.
What a fucking idiot. And this is
I don't want a roast beef. I'm going to catch a shack.
this has got to be the least efficient mode of fishing. You just throw a big roast into the ocean with a fucking tire attached to it and hook it to the pier with a
The
chain.
pier, which, by the way, looks like it was built by a fourth grader.
It looks like it was built by Homer Simpson. And you're trying to catch a 2-ton shark. Here's where they show what shark bites do, which is a genius bit of storytelling
I don't want to see it.
because it makes you like, oh my
Holy
god.
shit, I don't want to be bitten by a shark.
You ever get attacked by a shark, you are lucky to get out of there alive, and you're not going to be whole ever again. In fact, you will have a hole in your body for the rest of your life. My poop just came out of my hole.
Okay. So the shark is pulling.
The shark pulled the entire pier
The roast
off.
beef tire chain. The pier went away. The fisherman.
And the guy's like, "Oh shit, I'm drowning."
The fisherman hangs onto the pier for an unnecessary amount of time.
So right here, this shot where the pier is being dragged was the only reason that Spielberg really wanted to include this scene, just because he wanted to have a shot of the pier turning around. Because that's terrifying. Because it's like, oh shit.
Jesus, here comes the fucking shark.
It's coming. It looks
oh,
like,
I never thought of it that way.
And it looks like
and
the
guy's
head
screaming,
of a giant monster
swim!
or something.
Yeah.
So as I was saying.
But you never see the shark, so we still haven't
don't.
seen the shark. How many minutes has it been?
So.
But at this point, he's trying to climb up the thing. The shark's coming. You don't know how long the chain is,
Right.
so you don't know how far away the shark actually is when you see the dock.
Right, and the pier is there. So it's like the shark's got to be right there. Wait, no. No, it's gone. So part of the genius of this movie, and part of why it worked so well for the time it was made, is because they couldn't just have effects that worked reliably to just show the shark whenever they wanted. They had to say, okay, we can't show the shark that much because we can't use the shark that much.
Because he's a finicky robot.
It's a robot that doesn't work most of the time. And I think Spielberg, when he took the job, was also pretty insistent that they don't show the shark for the first hour.
That's how you build suspense.
Exactly. First hour of the movie, you cannot see the shark because otherwise it's not scary. So Hooper from the Oceanographic Institute is taking a look at the corpse that they found on the beach from the girl. What's left of the corpse, she fits into a small bin. And he's like, oh, just come on.
So he's clearly never done this like in person before. He's done a lot of studying.
He's trying not to throw up when he looks at what is left of her. Also terrifying because you don't know what he's looking at, but he's describing it, and his performance completely conveys what he's looking at. It's like,
and he's explaining it. He's saying things like denuded bone. We don't know what that means, but like he's saying a lot of big words.
He's like, this was not a fucking motorboating accident. This is a fucking shark attack. Don't be a dickhead.
He's super intense in this scene. It's pretty awesome. He holds up the arm, and it's just an arm and bone and guts.
Yep. Yeah, this movie's a hard PG.
It's a PG.
This is a PG film. Back then, PG was not.
No.
They did not fuck around.
What did we watch recently that was? Oh, Grease. It was PG.
Grease is PG, and they're saying like tits and shit.
Pussy wagon.
Pussy wagon, yeah. 70s PG was not the same as now PG.
He's like rinsing his face in disbelief.
He's like, oh.
He says this was not a boating accident.
Oh,
this
they
was
caught a shark. That must be the same shark because it's a shark. By the way, how great a word is shark for the fish that it describes?
Yeah, if they called it a wiggly fish, it would not.
No, it would not be scary sounding. Shark is like it will stab you in the fucking throat with its teeth as it's eating your head. Oh, they're posing for a photo. Isn't that adorable?
Oh my God, there's a Wibble in the ocean. Everyone get out.
And here's Quint, and he's sailing by, and he was like, yeah, that's not the fucking shark. Get real. That's adorable.
Brody's all excited, and Hooper's going to be like, yeah, no.
And the mayor is like, yeah, we caught a shark. We're good.
And he's like, I don't even care if it's the same shark. You could
care.
get a haddock and put some fins on it, and I would be like, yay. But
Bozos is a great word. This is probably not the shark, bozos.
don't.
So this scene pisses me off. Alex Kintner's mom comes over and confronts Brody and slaps him in the face because he didn't close the beaches. It's like, I tried to.
Right, but you know what?
The mayor
But you
wouldn't
know what?
let me.
A millennial would be like, oh my God, OMG, I totally tried to close the beach and the mayor said no, so go talk to him. Go talk to him.
But the mayor's standing right fucking there. And
Yeah,
the
mayor is a giant piece of
the
shit,
mayor
and Brody's
doesn't go-
a real man.
Yeah, that's true.
Brody is a real man, and he's not going to be
And
like,
he says-
what do you mean? What do you mean? That's not going to help her.
And I
He
understand
knows that right now she needs to get it out.
I understand that, but
He already feels horrible. He
the
felt
mayor
horrible. Nothing he says is
should
going to
grow
change
a
it.
set of fucking dicks and be like, excuse me, I was the one who insisted the beaches be open. Yeah, Brody did the right thing here.
I just, that would be an awkward situation, too. I don't know that that would be
Fucking
worth it.
asshole, Vaughn.
He should go behind the scenes. He should go over and see her and be like, listen, this is on me. It's not on Brody.
Larry's a real twat. And he's like,
The
I'm sorry,
cheesy
Martin.
hair and-
I'm sorry, she was out of line.
Well, that's the thing. He's
And
like,
then
he's
Brody
like,
goes,
no, she's not.
No, she's not wrong. You're wrong.
Right.
Fuckhole.
But he's a man about it.
I know.
We need more men like that.
Brody's a real man. And
And Hooper's like, fuck all this shit. I'm going to go over there and get drunks. He's like, I'm going to bring some wine and then drink it all. And then we're going to have a menage.
You're not joking. In the book, Hooper fucks Brody's wife.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, Hooper, keep it in your pants.
So Hooper goes over to Brody's house and he's like, oh, I got 2 bottles of wine. I didn't know what you like. Or I got red and white. Which one do you want? And Brody's like, fuck it. Let's open that red and pour the entire thing into my glass.
Yeah, he has a rocks glass now.
I like his style.
Full of ice. And he's just like, And his wife brings in the wine glasses.
Yeah.
And she's like all ready to go. Hooper's wearing a shirt and tie.
He ignores the wine glasses.
Yeah.
There's a good bit of camaraderie building, too. The two of them clearly have a...
Well, they both clearly don't want this situation to be there anymore.
No, but they...
And not because they want the pride of catching the shark, because they know that this is fucking serious.
Right. And they clearly both respect each other, which is very evident kind of right from the beginning.
Right.
They're like, it's 2 of us against the fucking world because the township doesn't want the beaches closed, but both of us know what's going on.
Right. His wife says, I understand you're in sharks.
And he says, I'm in sharks, all right. I love sharks, if you know what I mean. I'm in them.
Oh my God. Duh.
Especially the male sharks.
Every parent's night in.
He dumps the entire bottle of wine.
And Hooper's like, you gotta let that breathe. You gotta breathe. Okay.
Fuck it.
You're basically drinking sangria now, you piece of shit.
He's like, let's cut the fucking shark open.
He's like, let's have another drink and then go cut open a shark, because that's what friends do on Friday nights.
Clearly, there ain't no Kinter boy in that fucking shark. That ain't a shark.
So not only was it not the shark, but then we get to see it cut open and its milky contents spilled everywhere.
Like,
I swear to God, their acting is so good, I can smell the shark.
So as I was saying...
Dude.
I'm from fucking Massachusetts, dude. I'm like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon saying, hey, Goodwill Hunting, maybe you can sort out the equation for shark equals fucking dead motherfuckers. Huh? So anyway, Hooper and Brody are out on the boat.
And Kelly is checking out.
Because they're looking for what happened to...
No, I'm not done. You know why I'm not
Gardner.
done? Because this is Hooper's moment. He's coming into his own. He's going to steal the show and be the awesome thing.
The awesome thing? So they're going out looking for the shark. They're hoping to find it because it's a night predator, mostly. Kelly, they mostly come at night. Mostly. Oh my God, there's Ben Gardner's boat. Why is Ben Gardner's boat deserted in the middle of the night? Oh, his boat has lights underneath it. That's helpful. Fancy rich boy.
It's helpful and also very good for theatrical filming. You know.
Uh-oh. Here's one of the biggest scares in the entire movie.
Oh, is that a tooth?
That's a shark tooth.
It's like the size of his palm.
Yeah.
And he's looking around going, Jesus
There's
Christ,
a hole in the
shark
boat. Why
tooth.
is there a hole in the boat?
There's a shark tooth stuck in...
Oh, there's a dead guy.
Oh,
You forgot?
I did.
Holy Jesus.
I thought it was going to come up behind him. I thought the shark was coming behind him. I forgot there was a face in the boat.
How many times you watched this?
I avoided it a lot.
You got as scared as Richard Dreyfuss. Yeah, Ben Gardner is fucking dead in his boat with his eye sucked out of his fucking socket. I don't know how a shark did that.
The anchors are back. The anchors are back.
Oh, he brought the anchor suit back. So they're trying to warn the mayor. Dude, there's a fucking gigantic shark out there. I saw a tooth.
There is a people-eating shark.
It's this big.
Why didn't he bring the tooth and put it on the guy's face?
He dropped it.
Oh, yeah.
Because he was scared because there was a dead guy.
He probably should have gone back for it.
Because he was like you.
He should have gone back for it.
He should have swum to the bottom of the channel.
Yes.
The mayor's like, yeah, whatever. Sharks. Fake news.
You know, he could just throw a parade. People would have something to do.
He could throw a parade.
Like, this is not a mayor who does a very good job of solving problems.
No, you throw a
He's
parade.
like, we either go to the beach or nothing happens. We can't do anything else but the beach.
You throw a parade and you make beer available in the streets, and everyone will show up, especially me.
You have an ice cream sundae party. You could do beach blanket bingo and stay on the beach.
Here's what you do. You take ice cream sundaes, you put a bottle of Sam Adams right in the sundae. It appeals to the kids and the dads.
When the ice cream keeps the
and
beer
the moms
cold.
have to be there because they have to make sure the dads can drive home afterwards. Everyone will be there.
You've given this a lot of thought in the last 30
if
seconds.
I'm ever the mayor of a beachside town, I'm throwing a Sam Adams ice cream parade.
This last 30 seconds has been very eye-opening for me. You know what you are? You are a problem solver.
It's a fucking win.
You're a problem
There's 5
solver.
wins. These beaches will be open for this weekend. I don't care if everyone fucking dies in the beaches, but they're gonna pay up for the ice cream first.
So everyone's on the beach, they're having fun, and the mayor goes up and like, why aren't you in the water? Like, people are on the beach, they're spending money. Shut up.
Who cares?
Why do you care now?
Right.
Is people going in the water going to somehow make people spend more money?
Right.
You stupid Maya. Monkey see, monkey do. Everyone goes in the water. Oh, people have been in there for 30 seconds and they're still alive. It's
Hey, Mayor.
safe.
Hey, Mayor, you know what? While they're in the water, they're not spending money.
Yeah.
No one's eating ice cream while they're in the water. So Brody is, he goes up to his son. He's like, could you maybe not go in the water? I'd prefer it if you didn't, because I don't want you to die. Also, another thing that Spielberg did when he shot this is he wanted to have a lot of camera angles at water level. Mm-hmm. So you're right in there with the swimmers.
Right.
And the shark.
So you feel like you're just as vulnerable?
You feel like you are there with them.
Yeah.
Absolute genius. So he had a camera rigged to be inside a waterproof box, and like you see it go
The sound
under,
editing
you see
is
it go
really good
over.
too.
Yeah, you hear like another bit of genius. So this scene is what you would call a red herring. It's a false scare where you think the shark is there, but he's not.
Yep.
But subconsciously you know he's not. You know why?
Because you don't hear their music.
No music.
But the no music makes it even scarier.
It makes it scarier, but it also in your brain is like when
Can't
the
be
music.
him.
No. But you don't notice it until the music comes back, and then you're like, "Oh shit!"
But also,
He's
while
tied
this is
to the
all
fucking
happening,
music.
You're getting the first-person view
Yep.
of everyone's horrified faces, as
Yes.
if the camera is the shark.
And then it turns out to not be the shark. It's some stupid kids pulling a prank, like a bunch of cunts. Nice job, douchebags.
So there's like a boat full of 6 guns pointing at them.
They're lucky they didn't get shot. And then this girl's like, shark! Shark! And no one believes her because she sounds like a moron.
No one believes her because her voice has no gravitas.
But then when they show the shark, there's music, and you're like, uh-oh. This
And
might,
Brody starts running
yeah,
as the music
yeah,
intensifies.
this might
It's
be the real
awesome.
thing. This guy in the boat is so creepy, too.
You guys okay over there? Hey, you're gonna build sandcastles all day if I decide.
And then he gets fucking eaten. Oh, there's his leg.
Oh, his very calf. He has very strong calves.
Severed leg. Severed at the fucking femoral artery.
What I want to know is why didn't the shark go back and eat the leg? Was he full?
Well, he ate the entire body. I mean, sharks
He needs to clean his plate.
Sharks don't think like that. They're just like, oh, I got a giant chunk of something. It could be a rocking chair. It could be a body. I don't care.
What's crazy is the shark goes right by Brody's kid like, I'm full. And Michael fainted out of shock because he saw the shark go like feet away from him.
Right. And here's where he's just like, hey, mayor, douchebag, you're going to cut the shit now. Because my son almost fucking died. The mayor's such a spineless little shit.
He's literally like, how can I get out of
like,
this? Is it possible to get out of this?
What?
It's too fucking late, Maya.
Fucking asshole.
My kids were on the beach too.
Did your kids almost die?
Did your kid pass out in the water from shock?
Fuck off, mayor.
He's rotating He's rotating the same 3 jackets in and out.
Yeah,
He's a very limited wardrobe,
He's
this
got-
fancy mayor. Mayor Fancy Pants.
He's got Mayor Disco. I'm sorry, hold on. Mayor 54.
Mayor 54. I like that. They were contracting our friend Quint here, and he made him do a shot. Brody spit it out. Now Hooper's yelling at him. He's throwing bags at Hooper.
That's because Quint thinks that both these guys are a couple of pussy farts. That's what he thinks of them. He thinks they're common puss-pusses. So about the title. When Peter Benchley was writing the novel, he finished the novel, and they could not decide on a title. There were like dozens and dozens of titles, and they were super pretentious and terrible.
They were pretentious and terrible, like...
They were pretentious
Like, get out of the water, there's sharks!
like The Stillness of the Deep. Garbage like that.
Shark soup.
So they had multiple titles that involved the word Jaws, like The Jaws of Death, The Jaws of Doom, whatever. 20 minutes before they went to press, he was like, what are we doing for a fucking title? And the publisher's like, I don't know. What do you want to do? And he was like, well, we have one word that we like, Jaws. And the publisher was like, okay, the Jaws what? He was like, no, just make it Jaws. Just Jaws.
It's perfect.
And it's
because
amazing.
it's become the name of the shark. His name is Jaws.
Yes.
We're drinking a very nice 2017 Chardonnay Yellow Spot.
What's this wee
Dahlia.
stuff? I'm drinking it. Yellow Spot Dahlias.
I'm going to take a sip.
So here we see the power struggle between Quint and the other two. Quint is all like, it's my boat. And Brody's like, I'm paying you. So I have some authority. Do I not?
You know what I love?
What?
It's the fucking 4th of July and Quint is wearing a wool sweater.
It's true. That's a very odd...
And actually, Hooper's wearing multiple layers.
Yeah.
They must not have shot this in the summer.
No, they didn't. They shot it in like April.
They have to at least pretend it's the fucking 4th of July. Look, this guy's wearing a flannel.
It's true.
He's wearing a long sleeve. Everyone in this movie is wearing long sleeves.
God
Or
damn
multiple
it.
layers.
You've ruined this movie, Kelly! Spielberg ruined it! Oh my God. I've had several drinks today. What of it?
So Hooper and Quint do not hit it off.
They do not hit it off at all because
Not
one
the
of them,
same way that Brody and Hooper do.
One of them is book smart and the other is life smart.
Yes. So Hooper is like basically gritting his teeth and smiling at Quint like, you shut the fuck up. Yeah, I hate you. Yeah, keep singing, you stupid asshole. I hate your face.
Hey, asshole.
I hate your face.
Spielberg told Robert Shaw to give everyone in the scene a ton of shit, especially when Mrs. Brody was around. Just kind of dress down Brody in front of his wife. The rhyme that he comes up with about here lies whatever, Kathy Lee, Cindy Lee, Sarah Lee. Nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee.
What?
Here lies General Lee, died at the age of 103. Anyway, he came up with that line. And Spielberg was like, that was amazing. Like, did you steal that from some song or something? Because if you did, I have to know it because I want to use it. But if we're going to use it, I have to pay royalties if you got it from somewhere. And he said, I'm pretty sure we're good. I got it off a tombstone in Ireland. She's like, oh, Jesus, I'm sending my husband off with a crazy person to go kill a fucking giant monster in the deep.
What am I going to tell the kids? Tell them your dad's a badass.
Tell him your dad's dead.
Why is that funny?
I don't know.
That isn't even close to funny. That's horrible.
I know. That's why it's funny. Oh my God, he knocked over the compressed air. You screw around with these things, they're going to blow up, Kelly.
That seems like an important tidbit of information for which Martin Brody might want to hold on to in his brain hole. In the hole, out of the hole, something else about a hole. Stick it in your cave.
Stick it in your hole. Comes into the butthole.
He's eating Vienna fingers again.
I don't think those are Vienna fingers. Uh-oh. Click, 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 click. The reel moved. And so did my dick. There's at least one scene, or one shot in the scene where Robert Shaw was seasick as fuck. Right here. And it took every bit of energy he had just to deliver that one line because he was just like,
He's gonna vomit everywhere.
It was like, oh, okay, shoot. Well, it proves one thing. You college boys don't have the smarts enough to admit when you're wrong.
You sound drunker than he does.
I'm trying to sound drunker than he is.
Sound not drunk.
Well, it proves one thing, Mr. Hooper. You educated college boys don't have the sense to admit when you're wrong.
That was very Broadway of you. Congratulations. You belong on Broadway.
I do.
Give Lynn a call. He'll put you on.
Lynn. Lynn, I love you. Can I be on Broadway with you? How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the
Caribbean? So right now they are bonding over scars.
They're bonding over who has taken the most shit in their lives.
Yeah. And they're just going leg for leg. Look at my leg. No, look at my leg. I'll wrap my leg around your
I'll drink
leg.
to your leg, you drink to my leg. And Brody's like, oh, I cut myself shaving. I was trying to manscape once. That's probably not impressive enough for these two. And Hooper's like, don't tell me that you got a mother tattoo removed. And Quint is like, actually, no. I'm going to tell you the most horrific story you'll ever hear in your life.
He's really going to take Hooper's buzz away.
Yeah.
Hooper's going to be like, oh, man.
Oh, don't I feel like a jerk for suggesting it was something stupid?
It's like that scene in Mary Poppins where they're laughing on the ceiling, and then Mary Poppins says it's time to go, and they all get sad, and so they lose their buzz.
It's like they're all happy and floating on the ceiling, and then Mary Poppins drops a deuce right on the floor and just destroys the mood.
My preferred response was going to be silence. And that made me laugh.
Well, yeah.
Well, while we're blathering on about absolutely nothing important.
He's delivering the best part of the film, this speech, which Spielberg sort of whipped up like the day before shooting. It's a whole thing about how he was in World War II and his squad was delivering the Hiroshima bomb. And their aircraft carrier went down because they got hit by torpedoes. And there were like 1,100 people in the water, and sharks ate almost all of them. And this did more to make you afraid of sharks than anything else in the movie, probably.
Yeah.
This is the most horrifying scene in movie history.
That's not true.
Horrifying.
It is not true.
Horrifying. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. Oh, they just rip you to pieces. You hear the high-pitched hollering and screaming. The pounding and rip you to pieces.
Oh, the shark is like, wait, are you singing? Show me the way to go home. Do we just become best friends?
Yup.
I want in your boat.
I have too many pillows behind me. Why am I the princess and the pea of pillows over here?
Why don't you move some pillows? I'll take the pillows.
It's like, hello, my name's Kelly. Want a pillow?
Hello.
I have 9.
My name's Kelly. I have too many pillows because I'm rich and a douchebag.
What? Part of the line of the phallus.
The phallus?
He's talking about dicks. Time for another barrel. And another glass of wine.
You want to know something?
What? You love me?
You can fit a half of a bottle of wine in a 12-ounce can of beer.
I know.
We learned that recently because there's a company called Half Wine. Nope. It's called Half Bottle Wine Company.
Why?
And they sell 2 packs of cans.
That are a bottle of wine?
That is equivalent of a bottle of wine.
That's weird. Now they're going to try to tie the shark to the boat using cleats.
When I was little, my friend had a paraclete named Pete.
Pete the Paraclete?
Yep. It was actually Pete the Parakeet.
Yes, I figured.
Yes.
I figured it was not actually a bird called a paraclete, being that there is no such bird called a paraclete. Jesus. Is it a bird that plays golf?
That would make sense since he would have to wear a pair of cleats.
Oh!
Now they're all just silently stunned because the sharks disappeared, the engine has blown,
The boat's
they are
broken.
sitting ducks.
What are you thinking, Quint? You still have like 20 years of payments on this boat. What are you thinking? The bank is going to eat your lunch, as they say. Mm-hmm. That's what they say, right? Oh, they're sinking too. Quint, promise me you'll never let go. Never let go, Quint. Quint, you're so stupid. I think I can get him in the mouth, he said. Right in the mouth.
They're building a cage so that Hooper can get in the water with the shark because this is their only option. And it sounds like a swell idea.
Not at all. It sounds like a terrible idea.
Oh, I thought it sounded swell.
And
He has to spit in his goggles to keep them from fogging up.
Because he has no spit left in his mouth.
And he has no spit because he's so fucking panicked. Can't
He's
say I blame him.
Because he's like, I'm probably not going to come back up. You know that thing that your wife said about, so I hear you're in sharks? I'm going to be in sharks very soon, I think.
She will have not been kidding.
She will have been absolutely correctamundo, as they say in Hawaii. That's a Hawaiian thing, right? Oh, Quint is fucked.
Quint's hand got smushed by
just
one
slid
of the
right-
air things.
He's sliding right into the shark's mouth. This is the worst, his worst nightmare, literally, and he's going to die this way.
Worst case scenario. He's trying to sort of kick the shark to get him away.
Oh God, he bit his legs and his stomach. This climax plays out very differently in the book than it does in the film.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, he jumped through the boat.
How is he even done with Quint? Quint has a lot of bones.
Sharks just swallow shit. They don't
Yeah, I know.
chew. Here, eat this fucking piece of metal. Wait a minute, that is compressed air. Hooper said something about that. What did he say about the compressed air in the tanks?
I think he said, if you fart it, they will come.
What?
Compressed air.
Hey, Kevin Costner, go like this. And they will come.
So now he's climbing up into the crow's nest there.
That boat is not long for this world. Fuck you, fish. Get out of my face. Out of my face, out of my face.
Driving
The
cars.
tank, hit the tank. Go for the tank. Oh my God, he hit him and it blew up! That's spectacular.
That cannot smell good.
Oh God, that must smell fucking terrible. There's a dead body inside there somewhere.
Probably more than one.
Yeah, probably. So in the book, the way Quint dies is the shark jumps on the boat and Quint gets tangled in a rope and gets pulled under with the shark and drowns. That's how Quint dies in the book. And then Brody ends up sitting like on a cushion or something in the water with the shark and just starts shooting and shooting, and the shark eventually just succumbs to its wounds and swims toward him, but like just dies. That's a very languid ending to the book. So Spielberg obviously was like, well, we're going to make it much more exciting. And the author was like, you can't make the shark blow up. That's ridiculous. Don't be an asshole. And Spielberg was like, dude, I've had them for an hour and 50 minutes. They'll buy this one last thing. We're not going to make the shark just fade at the end. Blow it up.
So Hooper comes back to the surface. He did.
Hooper's still alive.
He hid in like the coral reef or whatever that was for a while.
Hey, Hooper, where were you? I was about to die. Where were you, motherfucker? And they just swim back to shore on the barrels.
Their cell phones totally don't work right now. They're like definitely not.
Oh my
working
God,
anymore.
why didn't you just call someone on your cell phone?
My cell phone is not water resistant, so this just would have been a disaster.
Oh no.
All of my contacts would be lost forever.
All my photos of my cousin's babies?
And then what I would have to do is I would have to post on Facebook and say, I lost my phone. Can you please message me with your number so I can repopulate my contacts? And then inevitably someone would send, new phone, who dis? And then we would laugh. And then I would be like, listen, I just killed a shark, so like, leave me alone. I need a nap. I might need some rosé. I just know that right now, this is not what I need, okay? So your new phone, who dis? Can just cut the shit.
You can take your new phone Who Dis and shove it up your ASS. Okay? This, by the way, is like the shortest closing credits ever. In the documentary, Richard Dreyfuss talks about how people stood up and applauded for the entire closing credits. It's like, wow, that's amazing. Oh, wait, the closing credits are like 15 seconds. That's not that impressive, Richard.
My name is Kelly, and I love Jaws. Richard Dreyfuss goes on to write Mr. Hans Opus, and Roy Scheider goes on to Sequest, and Robert Shaw goes on to a James Bond movie that I haven't seen. And oh my God, Steven Spielberg goes on to make good movies. Some of them are about Jews.
Jesus Christ.
That's Jaws.
Jaws.
One of the greatest films ever made.
That's Jaws. That's Jaws. We saw the movie Jaws, and that's it. It's over. Good night.
That's Jaws. 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 Parasite. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Visit us at enougha.com, where you can buy official merch. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+.